about time. What's going on?
Rumor Report, Rumor Report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Sada DaBaby hit 1 million followers on Instagram, but unfortunately they pulled up some old tweets. Now, y'all know I'm a fan of Sada DaBaby, but these tweets are pretty offensive. Should I read some of them to you?
Sure.
Oh boy.
All right, he
I don't
said.
think you can.
Some of them. I'm tired of Beyonce. That bitch need to die or something.
Whoa!
Whoa.
I want to.
Whoa!
I want to slip one of my followers
Enough. I've heard enough.
a roofie. Yeah, it's
What?
pretty bad.
What?
And, you know, he did some slurs against gay people. He said, I hate dark-skinned people. Now, I'm saying this because I want us to address what it is that he said in response. Now, at first, he was saying that he doesn't run his Twitter page, so everybody's tweeting. They're tweeting to Asylum. He said he doesn't even have the Twitter app on his phone. And he said, y'all can find every and any old tweet in the world from me. I don't care. I'm not even logged into my Twitter and haven't been for months. But then after that, he did apologize. Here's what he said.
My first initial response to the tweets on my story, you feel me, may give people the idea that I don't sympathize with females that have been raped or raping situations. What y'all gotta know is I'm almost 30 years old and I don't tweet, don't got the password to my Twitter, no none of that. But that's old that you can't judge me on. As far as the homophobic tweets, I got goddamn homosexuals that work in my label, you know what I'm saying, that's personally working with me, you know what I'm saying. I deal with him 2-3 times out the month in person, in real life, for a week at a time, you know what I'm saying, dealing with my career.
Yeah, I mean, listen, those tweets are cringe, absolutely. But how old was Sada DaBaby when he sent those tweets? He said he's 30 now, so how old was he then? He said that was
He's not 30 yet. So it was about 9-10 years ago that these tweets came out. So he was a teenager.
17, 18?
Yeah, 17, 18 years old.
Okay, so when he tweeted
All right, now here's the apology.
All that was just some old from when the was young and just wilding out. I don't stand on none of them views. Them views is not Casada of today, you feel me? I'm a grown, different, whole type of man, and that understand that like that is not acceptable. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm apologizing for my old views or any type of tweets that I said from back in the day, and I hope don't nobody hold no grudges on me, you know what I'm saying? And you feel me? We just gonna keep it pushing, and we gonna respect each other as such.
Yeah, you got to get the brother some grace. He was young back then. He said it's not acceptable. He understands when the tweets were foul. He apologized. You got to give the brother some grace. You have to acknowledge that folks grow. I don't know him. I don't listen to him, so I don't know what he puts out there now. But he said some wild, inappropriate stuff back in the day. He apologized for it. He says he's grown from it. You got to give him some grace. You got to.
Yeah, I was going to DM him and be like, look, you need to just apologize. Because at first he wasn't. And then, listen, that's all you can do is acknowledge that you were wrong and say, I am sorry. Like, that was wrong. Even I am shocked reading this now.
And then the best apology is always change behavior, right? And also, too, I often say your past, you can forgive, but it's the pattern you can't rock with. You can forgive somebody for something they did in the past, but if it's a pattern that they're still doing now, I can't rock with that. But, I mean, if the man says he's grown and he's evolved, you got to give him some grace. Y'all humans going to learn to start giving other humans the grace you want God to give you.
All right, now Young Buck's girlfriend allegedly fired a gun at him during an argument in Tennessee. They were at home, and she, at some point, allegedly picked up a firearm and let off a few rounds.
That's
so
crazy.
there's an image. Somebody says they witnessed the incident, and they said it's unclear if anybody was struck by gunfire or where she was aiming, but she was arrested and booked for reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon.
Now, if that was the other way around, Young Buck would be getting crucified right now in the media. So it should be the same energy, right?
Yeah, you cannot be
Yeah, you should
firing
be shooting
and
at
trying
somebody.
to
And
kill
there's a
somebody.
picture of
Of
her
course
shooting
not.
at somebody. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think anybody thinks it's a positive thing at all.
I don't feel
All
that
right.
energy.
Timbaland and Swiss Beats have made a huge announcement about Verzuz Season 2, and one person that they already know that is going to compete and wants to compete is Busta Rhymes. Now here he is talking to Fat Joe.
T.I.'s a legend, king of the South. Would you battle or celebration of hip-hop, of music, T.I. on Verzuz?
From one brother that loves you to my brother that knows I love him, I'm begging you to step in the ring with me. I'm gonna bust your ass. And let me tell you something. We're gonna do it with grace. But I'm gonna bust your ass. Come on, T.I., let's have fun.
Busta Rhymes is phenomenal, one of the greatest performers of all time. But he don't want no smoke musically with T.I. That's not even a good matchup. Like, Verzuz, don't get goofy on us in season 2 now. Busta versus Missy is the matchup. Busta versus T.I., that's a terrible matchup, bro. Why?
Yeah, I don't think that's a great matchup.
Why?
I mean,
Come
I
on.
think Busta and Missy will be great. I don't see this matchup.
And what happened to the concept? Didn't they say Busta and Missy was supposed to go back and forth?
Hey. That's
What?
supposed to be behind the scenes, man. See, I can't tell you nothing behind the scenes,
Well, I
man.
don't be knowing why I be hearing this stuff.
That's why I stopped you, man.
Oh, I thought that was public information. I just be listening. I don't
See?
be nobody.
Both of y'all be running your mouths.
I don't be knowing I'm not supposed to say nothing. Don't say nothing around me then.
I just want to say,
Whoa.
just like Reason said on his album, y'all men gossip more than we do.
I love a good gossip. That gossip.
I don't know if he really
Listen,
said that.
I'm not gonna lie. I do love some good tea. You know what's so funny? That story, Angela, you told earlier this week. What was that story about? Who was it? Ryan Henry?
Ryan Henry, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I discussed that
And
about
his
7 more
best
times
friend.
this week
Yeah, what's wrong with you, man?
I told you.
with men and women.
Oh my gosh.
Men can sit there and lie and act like they don't like some good tea, but that was some good tea. You hear me?
At
You
first,
tell
he
him,
was
girl.
acting very
You tell him, girl.
uninvolved.
I know I was
But
fronting.
then you were like,
I don't know
wait
who
a
Ryan
minute.
Henry is. I don't want to know this story.
I was fronting, but it was good.
Yo, you go, girl.
You liked it too, Envy.
Whoa.
Okay. Anyway,
All right.
that is your rumor report.